Hello, everybody.
Hey everyone.
Happy Monday.
Out of a
This,
new week.
the start of a new week. It's Monday.
Monday.
This is our astrology stream where we go over the weekly horoscope and a little bit of astrology info in there as well.
Of course.
Tonight we got Angela in the chat. I know the notification just went out, so people will be showing up as they come. So I'll say hello as you guys come. And hello to everybody on the replay. Thank you for watching.
Yes, because we love you, replay crew.
We do. So let's see. We had a nice, fun-filled weekend where I kind of got to relax a little bit. I don't know. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good, yeah. I got to relax too.
That is good. Relaxing is always a good thing. It's much needed. And the only bad thing was my cell phone is still broken, which I don't know when that quite happened. I believe it was Friday I discussed this, but my cell phone, I plugged it in, went to bed, woke up, done, burnt out, overheated. I put it in the freezer to get it to stop, and ever since then, it's been no bueno. No good.
Oh no.
Yes. And all weekend I searched for a phone, which if you're not buying a plan or getting a new plan, then they're not really giving out cell phones. You can't not buy them outright. And you can't buy them outright unlocked already from like a Best Buy or as what we have PC Richards around here, like electronical stores that sell cell phones. You cannot buy them outright anymore. So it's a pretty big bummer, but I am ordering one online. All I need though is fingers crossed. That is so for the one that I picked out from the place that I'm getting it on Amazon, everyone has such good reviews. There's a couple negative ones. Let's just have our fingers crossed that it's Verizon. It's the phone that I need and everything goes well. Because that's all we need.
Yep.
Other than that, I'm okay. I'm happy with that. But regardless, let's see. I wanted to see what my horoscope said last week. It said, you will continue to pursue your career goals. The long process of rebuilding your foundational structures creates an uneasy within the outside of you. As you continue to walk through the dynamic, be kind to yourself. This isn't easy. New pathways of ease through the difficulties, which it is. It's I'm seeing a path. I am keeping going, and I'm doing what I need to do to figure out getting a new job and sending resumes out and contacting people. Unfortunately, they cannot contact me right now, which I did make I have a tablet that I set up, the Text Me Now app, which gives you a phone number and a phone number that you can text and call on. So I am using that for the time being, which I just set up today. I didn't know I could do that till today. Hello, Christy C. Hello, Dom. So yes, I have that in the meantime till the cell phone comes in. So let's just hope we just keep going. Your horoscope last week, which was a story around your inner experience, has been unfolding for some time now. A deeper layer of the story is being exposed, and you have the opportunity to see a pattern. Try to be kind with the way you speak to yourself. This could be super healing time. Now, I did see, you're trying harder to get your content to where you want it to be, how you want it to be, and getting onto a rhythm of having it this time every day, different things every day. And I see that, and that is helping you with your path. And your story that you are telling is you doing what you want to do and doing it to the fullest, as I see. So I believe your horoscope was pretty accurate as well last week. Yes,
Yeah,
fingers. Fingers. Yes,
Yes.
please. Oh, yes. I'm late to Dom. I am actually. Thanks, Dom. I was cooking dinner. I was making biscuits and gravy. And I was 5 minutes behind because Dom said, I need 5 more minutes. Please stay on the voice chat for 5 more minutes. And of course, don't worry, Rachel. We're just discussing. I'm late too because of Dom, though. It's all good. And my food is sitting next to me waiting to be eaten, which is fine. But I'll take bites here and there while, Josh takes the lead when we read the horoscope. So it'll all be good.
Yes.
It'll work out.
It will.
It'll work out. First things first, I just want to say, let's pray and think about those being affected by the hurricane right now. There are a lot of people going through this hurricane, and they are saying this hurricane is compared to Hurricane Katrina, which Hurricane Katrina left millions without homes, devastated. And we, during this crisis that we're already going through, can you only imagine what these poor families are going through? They probably can't even afford to get out of their home because of the fact that we're already in a crisis. So we need to keep our heads up for them. Donate to our local Red Cross. Check the website. See what you can do to help.
Yeah.
Anything right now because they're going through so very much. And
Sure.
It's hard when we're not right there to help, but there are other things that we can do. Which I am going to put the Red Cross website up. And it's ways to donate. It goes right to the donation part of the page. And I'm going to put that right in the description. Oh, no, that's the StreamYard link. I did not copy our link that I wanted. There we go. Copy and paste. So there is the link for the Red Cross for ways you can donate. I will have that as well in the description for everybody on the replay. But as we get into it, we are going to hopefully read the horoscopes, see if there's something that, if it's a negative, how we can change that into a positive. And if it's a positive, have a good insight of what we can expect just this week ahead of us. So let's begin. I want to first start. It's saying the broadcast must be scheduled in the future and within one. Please, I am in one. It's scheduled. Where I was trying to put the Red Cross link in the description as we were doing the stream, but apparently I can't. So I'll put that to the side for now. So first thing is first with tonight's stream, I wanted to kind of go over what they call, and just putting away some pages, what moon mapping is and how what moon mapping has to do with productivity and setting and goal setting. So moon mapping in our modern day, the Georgina calendar maps the sun cycle and not the moon, which is a result does not flow the natural rhythms of nature, because that is tied to our 28-day moon cycle. Nature doesn't start flowing in December. It waits until the right season to produce fruit. Likewise, when we start following the moon and the seasons, we start blindly walking through life, making decisions and choices that don't work, and begin to use the natural flow around us to harmonize us to nature. We let go of the ego and let nature lead us. We save time, energy, and create a flourishing environment of our projects and relationships. We also become more aware of the magic that happens when we let go of trying to control everything and leaving things to happen naturally. Now, how do the different phases of the moon work with our energy? The new moon, this is the beginning of a lunar cycle and time to become clear about what you want to achieve during this 28-day moon phase. It is an ideal time for planting ideas or releasing ideas into the world so that they grow as the moon waxes to full. This is also the moon phase to start in a new direction or contemplate on your current direction. It is time to set your intentions and clearly define your desires, wishes, and hopes. Now, next we have the waxing crescent moon. That is when the moon becomes a sliver of a crescent after the new moon. Waxing means that the moon is glowing and symbolizing a time of manifesting ideas into reality. This is time to call in new relationships or make new decisions in your life. It is also time to plant your intentions after reconnecting and recharging to yourself under the new moon. This is also the time to set your new meditation practice in place and begin working with the new energy to call in your manifestations, as the waxing crescent tells us to be positive, inspired, and committed to ourselves and our practices. Then, of course, we have the first quarter or half moon. The moon reaches the first quarter or half moon after a week after the new moon and half of moon, the right side, being illuminated by the sun. This is a time for putting our intentions and dreams into action. It's knowing that around this time there may be some resistance felt in the form of obstacles or fear, but this is the time to reconnect to our intentions and be confident in our decisions. The half moon asks us to get focused and clear on what we're asking and to fully commit to our actions. Basically, this is a time to teach our fears or obstacles goodbye. See you later. And then we have the waxing moon part. It's part 2 of the waxing moon. So it's the second half. It's called gibbous moon. So 2 weeks after the new moon, we meet a waxing gibbous moon where the moon is one phase away from being full. And it is easily visible in the sky. Energy and momentum are strongly felt around this time and offers the space to reevaluate how our intentions are going. So we're going to think about what we've been doing. All our ideas and planning have to be potential to be cultivated and redefined before entering the full moon. This is when we decide what is working and what is not. It's a perfect time to recognize what needs to change and what is not aligning with where you're at during this time of your life. And then we have the full moon. The full moon is when the energy of the moon is at the most potential. It is a time of completion, bringing the fruition, projects, cycles, and fruits of our labors. It is an opportunity to celebrate in our lives, and it can also lead to breakdowns and feelings of depression if we are feeling short of our potentials. This is when we would bring to the surface whatever is being suppressed and unconscious. Then after that, we have just a couple more, which is the warning gibbous. After full moon, the moon begins to wane or get smaller as the visibility of the moon decreases. This is also known as the dissemination moon, which brings forth energy from stronger communication, and the energy is transformed and encourages a shift in perspective as we shift into stronger alignments with the self and the universe. This is a time of feeling abundant and loved, and a time for gratitude, discovery, and discovering our own personal glow. Then, of course, we have the third quarter moon. During this time, only the last half of the moon is illustrated as it turns towards a new moon. This is a time of cleansing and releasing. This phase also asks for a lot of awareness as you come to terms with ideas, relationships, or things that may not be aligning with your life, and letting go in order to make space for new, more aligned and elevated ones. The third or last quarter moon gives us the space to let go, mirroring the moon as she moves back to a new moon and creates a fresh beginning. As a result, it's a great time to physically cleanse yourself and your environment. And then, of course, we have, last but not least, the warning crescent, which is a small sliver of the moon getting smaller and smaller until the new moon occurs. The warning crescent, or balsamic moon, symbolizes a time of reflection and meditation. It's a time for rest and splendor. Your internal energy is preparing itself for a new cycle, like the moon herself. This is a time to completely give yourself to the universe and treat yourself gently and waiting for that new moon to begin with something new. So those are just some of the moon mapping. That's how the moon works in the phases that we have of the moon. And mapping, we can use moon mapping with our life according to the moon to help adapt a more natural way of life and less force and more ease. When we start mapping the moon, we begin to flow with the rhythm of nature rather than man-made calendars. We are in strict part and not a part. We are finally a part of nature. We begin to see this time is not linear with chronological past, present, and future, but from nature's perspective, time, we become in tune with nature's harmony around us. The more we attune ourselves with nature, its cycles, the happier and more balanced our lives become. So that's just a little bit about moon mapping. We'll get more into it. I'll have some nice, beautiful charts and things like that for you. But I just wanted to read that today with you guys because I know the moon plays a big part in astrology, and we are going to get more into it as we go. And we are now going to get into the weekly horoscopes for everybody. Which, Josh, I forgot that I just sent it to you. And hello, Kirsten. I had my screen up, so I didn't get to see who joined. Hello.
Hello, Kirsten.
So let's see. I made some beautiful cards for us today.
That you did.
Now, I have a cool moving background with it and all of that, but we're going to have to pause it so that way we can go over the horoscope with each other. And then after that, you can see the cool little background move. But other than that, it's just our weekly horoscope that we're going to go over. And it's pretty beautiful. So let me bring that up while I get this up for us.
Getting it ready.
Yes. So, of course, I'll read the little intro that I have, and then we'll go into the signs and what each horoscope says for each person's sign.
Of course.
And I have the cards open, so we're good there. I'm just going to open it via card, and then you know what? I'm going to do the movie. We'll see how the movie goes. It's going to start, of course, once I add it, but I'm going to just add it and then pause it. Because I made them into cards, but I also made it into a video format, like I said, so we can pause it as we go.
Yep.
So let's just try the video. Worst case scenario, it just gets paused. Oh, and I have something so pretty to show you guys. So you know the rare blue moon that happened on August 22nd? Someone that has this, see, I told you it would start. Someone that had this amazing telescope got a beautiful view of it as it cycled through, and I cannot wait to show you guys that, which I will show you guys after this. So this is where see, look, if I press play though, how does it look on the screen? Can you see that on the bottom, or do you see the play button?
I can see it.
The play button?
I can't see the play button at the minute.
It just paused? Perfect.
It just paused.
All right. So if I pause it, we're good. Okay. So first, let's start with what we can expect this week. For this week's horoscopes, fate and destiny are the major themes going on. You are given a choice to cross different paths without a lot of information. Therefore, you have to trust your instincts and make gut decisions. The Virgo sun squares off with the nods of destiny on August 29th, which was yesterday, pushing you to make decisions that will affect your future, even if you aren't ready to. Mercury enters Libra on August 30th today, adding harmony and reason to communication. Mars, which is in Virgo, opposes Neptune, which is in retrograde in Pisces on September 2nd. This aspect may make you feel stuck or lost. Remember, it's only a moment of time. Rest throughout the day to avoid emotional upsets. Mercury connects with the nods of destiny on September 3rd, making the connection you encounter feel fate. Mercury and Saturn, which are in retrograde in Aquarius, link up on September 4th and add directness to those you align with. So let's begin the horoscopes.
Yes.
So you are first with Aries.
Okie dokie. Let me see if I can see this. Right. I'm going to have to bring that up in another window.
And I'm going to make this bigger for everybody.
Oh, there you go. Now I can read it.
All right, that works.
Okay. So, do you have half-finished projects that have been clawing at the back of your mind? This week's energy has your determination turned up a notch, making it a great moment to finally get the job done, as long as you give yourself the space and time to complete the tasks.
Amazing.
Oh, interesting.
So all those projects that you have started that you're kind of been like, yeah, when I get time to it, when I get time, you got some time to finish them. Take that
Yeah.
time right now to finish a project. Just put whatever maybe you're working on now and go back to a project that you started a while ago and finish it.
Yeah.
This doesn't necessarily mean like, it doesn't have to be a project. It can mean something also in your life. Say you started to do something like search for something, or you wanted to go do something, but you've put it to the side. Try now bringing that back up to work that in to doing what you want to do, like setting up maybe a vacation if you wanted to go on vacation, or wanting to go visit a place. Make those plans. So that project that you've had in your mind or something that you've wanted to do, set that forth in motion to start doing that.
I
Right?
agree with that, yeah. I agree with that, yeah.
It doesn't necessarily need to be a project. It could be something in life in general.
Yeah.
Next,
Good.
let's cycle through Aquarius.
Aries.
I mean, Aries. I have Aquarius stuck in my head because that song, I love that song.
There it is.
We have Taurus, which this is for all our Taurus out there. You are invited to coexist with your friends and community this week. Sometimes you need permission to be unfocused and just chill out. You should give yourself that permission right now. Enjoy the fruits of your hard work and vigorous labor. Find folks that you can feel comfortable with and relax. Okay, I get it.
So even your horoscope is telling you to chill out, Jackie.
Chill out and relax. Who wants to relax with me? It's telling me I need a buddy, a partner in crime to relax with.
I feel.
We're going to have a movie night. Let's do a movie night, guys. How about we do that? Let's have a movie night. Hello, unapologetically curious. Love the name.
Hey, that's a good
Love
name. That is a good name. So.
Oh, I see, Kirsten. I wish. You know what? We'll start at Pisces next week because I had done this previous. So because you're asking that, we'll start at Pisces next week and we'll go backwards. So usually Pisces is last. So we'll work our way back next week. That Pisces is first. And all the ones that are usually last will be first. And the ones that are first will be last. We'll switch it up every week. How about that? Just for you guys.
Yes, why not? So, are we ready to move on to Gemini?
We are.
Right, so it says, don't be afraid to ask for more money from your boss or a new client. You are the hardest working bee and worth every penny, plus much more. The higher you set the price for your work, the more it will be valued by others. Plus, Your confidence will be heightened.
That's amazing.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, no problem, Kirsten. No problem.
That's
So,
interesting.
yeah, you work hard. It's telling you to take that little bit of a chance and go and ask for more money. It can never hurt until you try. You never know.
It's like knowing your worth.
Exactly. And it's telling you you are worth it. You are hardworking. And your horoscope even knows you're hardworking. Go out there and get it.
Yep.
I think it can work even like, say, even something that maybe you've been wanting to do. Go out there and do it. You're worth it.
Yep. I agree there.
And then we got after Gemini. I love this little cycle thing. I wish I'm going to figure out a way to cycle it through where I can like press like a PowerPoint presentation for us. We have Cancer. Cancer this week says your sentiments and emotions are building up within, longing for a release. This might cause you to have anxiety or internal discomfort, and you're trying to keep those feelings from gushing out. Find a healthy way to release this tension, be it physical, mental, or emotional. So it's saying it's building up, but you can find a way to release this tension in a positive way, whether it's more mental, emotionally, or physically. But it doesn't have to be a bad physically or bad emotional kind of letting it out, or a bad mental keeping it in and piling it in. You can find ways to release this that are positive. Talk to a friend, talk to a loved one that maybe you just say, listen, I need to sit down for a second, vent this out for you. If I sound frustrated or upset, it's because I've been letting it build up in me. Warn them before you talk to them, so that way they know that you've been dealing with this for a long time. That way they can comfort you and understand that you've been dealing with this for a long time inside, and it's okay because they are there for you.
Yep, it's okay to feel and let it out in a positive way.
Exactly. Next, we have the beautiful Leo.
Leo. So, Leo says you have the drive and focus when it comes to your status and career, but don't burn bridges along the way. Be patient and kind to colleagues, as a solid network can help you achieve goals that seem impossible. With your creativity and heart of gold, there's nothing you can't do.
So true. With your creativity and heart of gold, there is nothing you cannot do. So all that drive and focus when it comes to, even it doesn't have to be a career, it can be anything you put your mind to that you're working on. It's saying don't burn those bridges along the way. Just be patient. It doesn't necessarily mean colleagues, or it could be family. It could be goals. It could be a hobby. It could be anything.
Could be anything.
That drive and focus, be patient. Build it up slowly. And what seems impossible will come. Because what you have inside, that heart of gold, there's nothing you can't do.
All true words.
Very true.
Mm-hmm.
I love our little Leo. And then we have Virgo.
Yes.
So Virgo this week, it says, It's a great chance for you to ask your boss for time off. Chances are that they will grant you time away from work as you've been working hard and burning that midnight oil. Use the time as a chance to really rest and recharge your battery. You deserve it. So now again, this doesn't need to be a job. If you're a hardworking mom that you're always doing everything for the kids, ask maybe a hubby or call a nanny for the night and say, hey, listen, I need a night to lay back, pamper myself, and relax.
Yes.
Take that time for yourself. Even if it's a hubby that does it, call that babysitter or tell your beautiful wife, hey, let me take a break. Everyone needs a breather. We all deserve it.
They do. Yep, everyone needs a break every now and again.
Yes, that is. Rest is very important, and recharging the battery is very important.
It sure is.
And then we have our beautiful Libra, which this is what Josh is.
It is. So, it says, facing your own doubt will also allow you to break through the creative barriers you feel now. If you let go of the insecurities, doubts, and fears that you have within yourself, you'll be able to reach new artistic heights. Stop thinking and start working towards making a great masterpiece. Ooh, that sounds like art.
I think that's a perfect one for you, babe.
Yeah, I think it is.
Without getting into full details, I think just do exactly what your horoscope says for all those Libras out there.
Yes.
All that doubt that you've maybe been feeling through like creative barriers or like even work or relationships, let go of those insecurities and doubt and fear and all that within you. You have to just remember to breathe, relax, and you can take all of that, bring it up, keep your head up high, and stop thinking and start working towards making those goals, achievements, all of that come into play in your life. You can do anything you set your mind to.
It is very true.
And I know Josh can put his mind to anything and do it. And we all sometimes get down on ourselves a little bit, and it happens.
It does.
Hello, dear Yvette.
That's what I was about to say. Hey, dear Yvette.
How are you?
Hey, honey.
And congratulations. We're so proud of you.
We are.
Next, we have Scorpio.
Scorpio.
It says you might find that ideal job is just a click away from a coworker or a networking connection. However, don't have your expectations too high, as you may find that you were passing by on jobs that are perfect for you. Try to keep an open mind.
Ooh.
That's a good one as well.
That is a good
Things
one.
that maybe you wouldn't consider, you're kind of you're looking past it because it's not something you might normally do or think about doing. Don't look past it. Look through it. It might be something that you never knew that you were interested in, or something that you are more skilled in than you realize. Give things a chance. Look at everything. You might just find that perfect job might be hiding in something else that you never knew that you could do.
That's very, very true.
It is. That's how I found out I loved law. I got the chance to work at a law office, and I realized, wow, I never knew I loved working with law and all of that. I used to watch shows about it, but never knew I loved it until I started working in an office. So it's always possible.
It is. And yes, Rachel, I agree.
Asshole brothers. Well,
yeah.
it happens.
It does. So,
They can get they might find something they like too. Maybe they'll realize they're not an asshole. No.
well,
Oh, my
um,
brother isn't though, but we also
but
haven't had our moment yet. So we have our ups and downs. That always happens. Hey, put it this way, my brother, I can say for that's a really good one for him actually, because he never knew that he wanted to be a firefighter until he volunteered. He had looked past it. So now he actually went to school and he's graduated and he loves what he's doing. So that's a good one for him.
that is a good one. Sorry, I was just looking at Rachel's comment. That see, they do
Yeah.
play in. Mm-hmm.
There you go. Don't tell him to not look past something. Look at everything. He might find something that he doesn't realize that he likes.
Yeah, and I'm trying to work out what what unapologetically.
That is Scorpio.
Oh, it's Scorpio. Oh, right,
Sagittarius.
okay.
Sorry, Sagittarius. And this is
Oh,
her.
right.
And this is for you, baby. And yes, we
It is.
love astrology. We're
We
so happy
do.
to have you here with us.
So, Sagittarius says, the focus of your career is about to shift into something you had once thought was impossible. Perhaps an old opportunity or job is making its way back to you at the moment.
Ooh.
Or you're changing your professional incentives. It's a perfect week to make the growth that you want. Ooh,
That's perfect.
that is. Hmm.
So pretty much doesn't have to be for a job too. It might be something in your life that you've let go, might be coming back in. And it's a perfect opportunity to, look at it for a moment and decide whether or not you want that back in your life.
Yeah, just weigh up the options.
Or how you can grow with that as well. Yeah. It could be a relationship. It could be a job. It could be a hobby. Maybe it's something that you used to do and then you stopped doing. And then it just so happens to come back in this week and you're thinking about wanting to do it again. Give it a chance. Give it a chance.
Yeah.
You never know. It's a perfect week to make the growth that you want. Want. Remember that. And then we have
Capricorn.
Capricorn. Yes.
Capricorn.
When it comes to my brother. Listen, I have a little brother who's he's a pain in the butt sometimes, but I love him to pieces. So I get it, but problematic is an understatement for Rachel.
Yeah.
Her brother.
Yeah. The Scorpio brother that I have can be very problematic too. And do you bet? Guess what? She's a Taurus.
Oh, dear Yvette, I'm a Taurus too. We went over it, but I'll read it really quick for you, honey. It says, you're invited to coexist with friends and community this week. Sometimes you need permission to be unfocused and just chill out. You should give yourself that permission right now. Enjoy the fruits of your hard and vigorous labor. Find folks that you can feel comfortable with and relax. And this is perfect for you because you have worked so hard.
Yes.
You finally just got your channel monetized.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's time for you, girl, to relax just a little bit, but also have that party that you deserve. Because you have worked so hard to get where you are that your horoscope is telling you, kick back and relax a little bit because all that work paid off, but also celebrate with everybody.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that celebration. I can't wait because you deserve it, girl. You really, really do. And you're amazing. You really are.
We love you, dear.
You encourage me in so many ways that You're
me
you're
too.
so powerful with your words, and it encourages me so much. And I love it. I love
Uh,
being there in your streams.
Although now I feel outnumbered because you and Yvette are Taurus and I'm a Libra. I feel outnumbered. I feel
Oh,
outnumbered. No, I'm only kidding.
next we
And
have the Capricorn,
we
though.
do. We do. It says, lovely. I need my eyesight testing. It says, lovely connections at work can make you feel at peace with where you're at, which can be thwarted by some unfavorable news. Take notice of the ways you actively choose to correct your issues. With love, allow your work friends to help pull you out of your mental rut now.
Okay.
Mm.
So, even though you might get some unfavorable news this week, Capricorn, it's telling you, though, to take notice of the ways you actively choose to correct your issue. And this time, do it with love. Also,
Yeah.
it says to allow work friends. It doesn't need to be work friends. It could be your regular friends. It could be family. It could be a significant other to help pull you out of your mental rut that you put yourself in when these unfavorable things or news happens. You got this. You are strong enough. And sometimes asking for that helping hand, just having a friend there to listen or a significant other, it's not a problem.
No,
They want to be there for you just as much as you
they,
are there for everyone else.
that they do. Yeah, that is very, very true.
Yeah.
Um,
And you'll
but
make it through. It'll be okay.
yeah,
When there's downs, there's ups, and when there's ups, there's downs, and we can get through all of it. That is just how life is.
it is. Sorry, Le- uh, David says Libra are our loves. So does she mean Taurus?
Yes.
Which is actually really funny because Chris, my partner,
Is
is
a
a
Taurus.
Taurus, so that's funny. And
It
then
works. And you
uh,
love me and I love you, so it works out great.
works out great. Doesn't it? And then Rachel M's comment just made me laugh.
Yeah.
I saw it and I was trying not to laugh whilst you were reading that out.
Libra.
And I was like, ah.
I love it. Hey, that's what we're here for. Laugh too.
Exactly. So this is Aquarius. Wait,
Aquarius.
Aquarius. Wait, you
Now
read
I
the
can
last,
say Aquarius.
and now you can say. So you read the
Have you
last one.
felt
So
what? Oh yeah, we can sing the song too. I mean, it's not
no,
going to be
no,
the best, but
no. I was just saying, like, did I read the last one or did you read the last one?
I I'm. You read the last one. It's my
Oh,
turn.
okay. It's your turn now.
My turn, darling.
Okie dokie.
Aquarius, have you felt more emboldened and outspoken lately? Your intention has been brought to the power that you wield and your influence over others. This week, you will be invited to look into ways that you can use that power for your own economic advancements, moving towards greater financial freedom.
Oh,
So, this is a good week for you.
yeah.
That
It
power
looks
that
it.
you wield and that influence that you have, you're invited to look into ways that you can use that power
Mm.
to help with economical advancements. It doesn't have to be economical advancements, even though it's saying it. It could be in advancements in anything in your life.
Mm.
You're moving towards a greater goal that you have set out for yourself.
Yes.
And that is a wonderful thing. So
Yeah.
keep in mind how you can use that power to meet those goals for yourself.
Oh yeah.
And then, last but certainly never least, which it'll be first next week.
Yep.
It's our beautiful Pisces.
Yes. So, Pisces says your sense of productivity might seem to slow down, but it is an excellent time to finish wrapping up the tasks. This is important because later your gears are suddenly kicked back into motion for the next few days. You won't have time to do the small things this weekend.
You're going to be busy, Pisces.
Busy.
So it's saying, though, the sense of productivity might seem to slow down, but this is the best time since that's slowing down. It's a great time for you to finish up wrapping up other tasks that you have. And this is important because your gears are suddenly kicked back into motion for those few days. And then after that, you're not going to have time because you're going to be so busy that you won't get to do those small things this weekend. So when it feels like it's slowing down, take that time to finish something else.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it's not telling you to rest like it's telling me to rest. But you'll have time to rest, I promise, after everything is over and done with.
You'll be able to
You'll
rest.
have time to rest.
Yep. Okay.
So we have a great looking outlook this week for everybody.
We do.
And so far, so good. I think so far the horoscopes have been pretty well on for at least me, and I know you as well, Josh. I would love to know what you guys think as the week goes on. Come back, leave a comment, tell me if the horoscope was right. And tell me if, what insight that has helped knowing your horoscope. And what did you do differently because you knew it? I would love to hear all about that as well.
That would be interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because some people believe that it's just a coincidence that this universe works the way it does. But with astrology, it's not a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason, and everything moves and flows with each other for that reason. Just like we read the moon mapping today and how the mapping of the moon can affect things in our life. It's the same with the universe along with our horoscopes. And you don't need to believe in astrology to like astrology. No. You can get into astrology by just reading, getting a little insight, what it says, and just keeping that in the back of your mind. Thinking, okay, this is what it said was going to happen. And then when something does happen, you can use that insight to use to your advantage because you had that little bit of an advantage of knowing what to expect. You don't necessarily need to believe, just like we don't need to believe in religion or a higher being or an afterlife. We're our own person. We can choose whatever we want to believe in.
Yeah, we can.
This is just a way to motivate
and inspire people.
Encourage, inspire, yep. And just know that the universe is so big and we are just a tiny little speck in this gigantic universe. But without us, it wouldn't be moving correctly. We help this universe move and grow the way it does. We are all worth something.
Yeah.
Knuckle said, well, what's to say it's accurate when the situation is exactly 180 of said horoscope? Well,
interesting.
That could mean two things. that, yes, it didn't go as planned, which sometimes that happens. Sometimes it happens, or it can just mean that the situation that has happened took a different turn than what was to be expected. But that's why just having a little bit of an insight could help, or it could lead you into thinking about it more in depth to see if there was a deeper reason to what the horoscope said. Knuckles, what sign are you again? I think I know, but I want to make sure. Oh, thank you. Lots of hugs for everybody. We all need it, especially for all of our people that are in Louisiana, in the Gulf Coast area, that are going through that hurricane. We need to give them all the good vibes and prayers and well wishes that we can give them during this difficult time, because it's looking way like another Katrina, and Ida is not holding back. Again, I'm going to put the Red Cross donations, ways to donate, in the chat. So that way, if you can't donate money, maybe there's another way you can help donate. I mean, Red Cross does the blood drive. You can donate goods, material, clothing. People are losing their homes to the flooding. Any little bit can help. Any little bit. Stop sign. You're the stop sign? Fam, I don't know if I get a 10-piece nugget. Darn, Burger King. There's always another fast food restaurant around the corner. Keep your hopes up. You can get that 10-piece nugget if you need it.
Yeah, you sure can.
Yes, exactly. Prayers for everyone affected, and for all those not being affected, for their loved ones that might be there, for their friends that might be there, and just for people that, if they know somebody that's there and they're worried, we're praying for everybody, because we all need that uplift, and this is the best time to uplift each other, is during this horrible, horrible thing that's happening. And hurricanes are nature that you cannot stop. It's natural self. These storms happen. But this is when we all come together and show that we are who we want to be. We are those amazing human beings that want to help out each other. That we aren't these cold-hearted biatches out there in this world. That we care for other people. That we still have that glimmer of kindness in our hearts. And there are people that do still have that, and they're always ready and willing. And that's the amazing part. Is that when something like this happens, it brings people together. Even people that never thought they would come back together to help, they come back together to help those other people that are in need. And that is what is amazing.
Yeah. It's true.
I think you're worth the $1.49. I think you're worth $10.99. I think you're worth $20.99. You're worth it all.
Oh.
Have faith in yourself, Knuckles. You'll be okay. I know you're going through a rough patch right now, but it will be okay. Things will be figured out. That's why I wanted to know what like I said, I think I know what one you are, because I know your birthday. Well, when your birthday is. So it's either you're a Taurus or an Aries. And I didn't want to get wrong. So that's why I wanted to figure out which one you were.
Yeah.
Because sometimes your horoscope says one thing. By the way, the person who wrote it down, but the meaning of it can have a completely different meaning if you just change it to a different scenario in your life that fits what you are going through. Not everything could be about a relationship, even though the horoscope says it could be about a relationship. It could be about a friendship. It could be about a work relationship. It could be about just your relationship with yourself.
It sure can.
And that's what we love with these horoscopes, is that we can interpret it the way it needs to fit what we are going through.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of what horoscopes. And that's why some people that like read horoscopes and they don't quite understand, and they're like, well, my horoscope didn't do any of that. And it's like, well, did you interpret it the way that it was read, or did you interpret it with something that was going with your life?
It's all
And
about
that's what they're
interpretation.
exactly. Even though it says it, their meaning is to interpret it to what is going on within yourself, within your life, and take what they're saying and put that into what is happening with you. And that's why we kind of sit here and we go over different scenarios of what the horoscope means, because it can mean anything.
It can. It really can.
Yes. But it's been a wonderful stream.
It has.
I've loved making these beautiful cards for you guys.
They are. They're good.
And next week, we are starting from the bottom and working our way up with Pisces.
Yeah.
And maybe I can get this background to keep moving the whole time while we do it. I'll figure it out. The more I make, the more I learn. And the more I learn, the more it gets better and better for you and everybody here enjoying this. And that's what counts. That we all get to enjoy this together.
This is very true.
Yes. But guys, it's been a great time with you. It's Monday. We all have Tuesday around the corner. Remember to keep those in Louisiana, on the Gulf Coast, Florida, all of them, Alabama, in our prayers, in our thoughts, in our hearts, in our minds. And remember, we're all here for each other. If anyone ever needs anything, I'm here for you. And I know Josh is here for you.
Man.
Yes, I did make those. Thank you.
You did. I was sat there while she was making them.
He did. I shared my screen and he watched me make them the whole time.
I did.
It's kind of like we're like study buddies, but we're more like creator buddies. So I sit there and I'll create a video or cards or thumbnails, and he'll sit there and put his stream together for the week, and it helps. It helps keep us both awake, especially like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning when we're like, okay, but we have to get this finished before tomorrow.
Yes.
But yeah. Gotta go, guys. We had massive storm last night and my city got hammered. Major flooding and my house flooded downstairs. Oh my God.
Honey.
I'll do what you gotta do, babe. And I'll be thinking about you. And I wish I could be there to help you.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll be thinking about you. And I'm sorry that happened to you, love. We love you. And if you need anything, let us know. If we can help you anyway, we are here for you. But it's been wonderful, guys. And we will be here again next Monday for the astrology stream with more astrology, more weekly horoscopes, and more insight to hopefully better things to come for all of us. Josh,
Hopefully.
lead us out with your beautiful slogan.
Wait, I have a slogan? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm sending. Well, do I say I or we? Because like, there's 2 of us in the stream.
It's up to you. It's
like there was 2 of
usually
us.
it's we, darling. We can always.
Yeah.
I'm always here too. So.
Yeah. So, we are sending love and support to anybody who needs it right now, and judging by what's happening, a lot of people could use a lot of love and support.
Yes. Have a great night, everyone. We will see you Wednesday for the Kickback and Chat stream. Have a great night, guys.
Bye, guys.